Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as we are playing with the Kingdom of Romania. So I haven't got to read most of your guys' comments from that previous episode. Just been, I had to work. I had to work a long shift, unfortunately, much longer than I typically do, and I got home real late and ended up going to sleep and sleeping in really late. And so, yeah, I'm just wasn't able to record very many, wasn't able to read very many of your guys' comments before recording. I did see one comment that asked about getting the war goal. Somebody asked me one thing about getting a war goal here against the Germans and if we should start working on that now. How long is it going to take? I mean, it's not going to take long, guys. It's 20 days, so it's not a problem. We don't need to worry about it. We'll concern ourselves with that once we get closer, because remember, if we do the war goal through that method, which I don't know if we have a war goal on anybody. No, we don't. If we went with the war goal through that method, then we do lose that after 3 months. So we don't want to do it until we're ready. As far as like when we're going to be ready, I don't know, guys. I want these medium tanks in the war. So we need to get these built up. We're still incredibly short on a lot of stuff right now. I almost want to just like pull back all production of anything that isn't for the medium tanks. I mean, we kind of already have it, I suppose. Yeah, we basically have. And I didn't get the planes going, so damn, I completely forgot to do that, guys. My bad. Oh yeah, we don't have any manpower for creating air wings. Okay, I completely forgot about that. That you need manpower. So yeah, that's a problem. We won't be able to get any of these planes out there. We're gonna need to build up the. Well, that's a shame. I was hoping to train them. All right. Well, you might not be able to get them experience then in that case, which would be unfortunate. But you know, manpower is an issue. We know it's an issue. We could always delete some divisions. But yeah, I don't think that's the right answer. I think right now it's fine. I mean, we're short a little bit of manpower. I don't know how short we are. I guess looking at these troops here would be the best way to see this. I mean, they have all their manpower. Somebody's lacking manpower somewhere around the world. Okay, we got 68% here, so we're lacking a little bit of manpower. Just taking a look here, 6,000 there. Maybe we're lacking about. I don't think this shows us at all. Use manpower. No, it doesn't tell you how much is you're waiting on. Maybe like 20,000 is what we're lacking right now. Lacking a lot, guys. It's unfortunately a problem. So, I mean, I guess we get this so we can get the newer fighters. I didn't realize that was a focus. Damn, we should have gotten that already. All right, so rubber's still an issue, guys. Looks like we do have a little bit more rubber we can trade with the Italians. But yeah, rubber's an issue. Steel's an issue as well. They're going to continue to be problems, more than likely. But yeah, we should be able to get these medium tanks built up, get them experienced, get them, the majority of their equipment, and then that's when we'll be ready to declare war, once the medium tanks are ready. And I don't think we'll be able to get this front any more shortened without not defending this territory here, as somebody had mentioned. That freed up a little bit. Not much, though. I mean, this would result in us having more divisions over here for attacking. You see they're all training, they're really low in organization. Damn, they're taking attrition. That's what the problem is. These divisions are weak. It's going to be so easy, man. British Raj just capitulated already. Japan is kicking the Allies' ass. Just kicking their asses all across Asia, man. So we get the anti-tanks, so we're going to need to update those. Also, these guys are building a ton of divisions, which is very good to see. So let me just take a look and see. Yeah, that's right. I want to see how their autonomy's looking. They're at 535. We're still taking them down. Okay. And updated equipment. This is the anti-tanks. Let's get the newer ones out there. And then we have. Oh, you know what we could do? We could always build more anti-tanks and try and pull back on some of the stuff that we're like stacked up on. Just trying to see stuff that we could pull back on. Obviously, we need to get all this medium stuff built out. Medium tank destroyers. Yeah, all this needs to be built. We could pull from light tanks even further. Pull from the light self-propelled artillery too. That'll save up a little bit of tungsten, so that we can put. I'm gonna just put the factories into the advanced anti-tanks here. That still causes tungsten issues, of course. There's nothing to get here. Well, actually, they do have a little bit that we can get here, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, still rubber is an issue. Oh, we have civilian factors free. My bad. Let's go and take advantage of these and see what we want to do. Could trade here for the resources they got there, I guess. And that's probably good. I think I'm just about done here. Again, I've just been trying to make sure that they have Okay, so this is right here going to cause a bottleneck in supply. Trying to make sure they don't have any supply problems once we get like a ton of units over here. Make sure there's no bottlenecks anywhere. Which, yeah, their supply is absolute garbage, man. Hoping it goes through here. I guess we'll see. And just leaves these one alone, so I don't want to have to build in those areas. So hopefully they get the supply through there. So that should reduce the autonomy enough, and hopefully that'll cover all of our trading with them. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's take a look at our radar coverage. We don't have very good, radar right now, so that's kind of a problem. I guess we can build right here. Yeah. Oh, we already have radar here. Never mind. We'll pull that out then. All right, and then maybe we'll start working on. Oh man, I don't know, because do we want to build more military factories that we can't supply? Really, at this point, I guess just more fortifications, man. Might as well fortify it up, make it, more costly for them to do any attacks here, since we don't have enough divisions to really cover all the front. And I haven't even covered here. I mean, we have enough divisions to cover the whole front. Let me take that back. But yeah, we don't have enough to have 2 in every area. And the Italians are pretty stacked along here, and I had completely forgot about this. So let's go ahead and fix this. We're going to give them another front across here, and then just take, a couple divisions and put them over there. Anywhere where we have like more than 2 along the front here. All right, so that looks good. And that'll be 2 divisions to cover right here. What we'll have to do is tick this down if I can. Looks like I'm grabbing the wrong one, so let's fix that. There we go. So they'll just cover those 2. So we'll at least have a division there. And so let's also build up the fortifications. Oh, we already did that. All right. Just thinking ahead there. So we'll get that done. Let's see if we can reduce the fronts anywhere. Okay, so red front has a little bit of room for reducing. And it looks like the yellow army does too, but the blue army is covering too much. So what we need to do is just kind of change this up a bit. Let's just tick them down some, all the way down here, and see how this looks. And then we'll just reduce them by 2 over here, and then we'll see how it looks. All right, got excavation knocked out. Let's go ahead and get the last industrial technology. So we can do. See which one we want to do. Retention or growth. Well, let's go ahead and do retention this time. We are having to change up our factory placement a bit, so we'll do that. We can also do the expanding of the mines here. So we want to get the tungsten. We don't need aluminum, and we don't need that. So we're going to get the tungsten mines. I think that would be wise. And could improve worker conditions. Decrease factory output, obviously. But yeah, it would be helpful for getting the stability up higher, because once we go to war, that's going to be lower. So could do that. We have quite a bit of political power here to mess around with. Let's take a look and see actually how we're doing here. Democratic support is still at 10%. And we do need to continue ticking this up, so that's what we'll use our political power for. Let's go ahead and... it doesn't look like we can do the Democratic ones. Okay, because support's not more than 10%. We'd have to do the banned Democratic parties. Let's do the anti-fascist raids then. Let's try and tick it down a bit further. All right. So yeah, just again, as I said, it's probably this will be the last episode. I'm hoping anyway, where we are just building. Let's go and put these in anti-tanks to try and. I know that tungsten's a problem, but it is what it is, guys. We're actually good on tungsten. Okay, probably from some of the building that we've been doing. So I'm gonna get these guys placed. All right. So yeah, just finishing up training these troops up, medium tanks. That's all really we're waiting on, and of course manpower, so they can mess around with the Air Force. I think we might have, that's what it looks like, we might have finally filled out all of our divisions with manpower. That's the way it appears. Oh, maybe not. Nope, they took it. They snatched it from us. It just took them a little while. So yeah, we still probably need quite a bit more. Yeah, let's go and put these guys in here. Such a bummer we can't change the conscription laws before the war starts, man. It's a real shame. That means I probably won't get to do the Air Force until the war starts. Again, it is what it is. What we can do is train up the ones that are here, though. I mean, we have units here that can, airplanes here that can train. Get us some air experience as well. So we'll train any of the ones that need training. Might as well do that, I suppose. All right, these guys don't need to train. We could always build this up if we wanted to, so they can drop more at a time. I don't know how many you need to drop the whole, battalion, but we'll go up to 10 because I think we have some spare ones. We'll just see when it ticks over and see if how many we actually have. I don't actually know. Let me just take a look. Yeah, we had some. So these guys are done. So I'm gonna throw them into the training army. It looks like we have one of these guys done. All right, awesome. So we're gonna create a front now. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna do this just yet. But yeah, they're gonna have to be. This will be the Russian troops here. So we'll just like name it Russians. Oh, damn it. There we go. Russians. All right. So this is where we'll put all the Russian divisions, and we'll go ahead and change up their icon here. Make these guys green. Again, I know my green is terrible, guys. I know. So we'll start with having the army here along this important location where I don't want them to be able to break out of. Open it back up. So we'll go ahead and place them here. Start out with that, and we'll see how many divisions we have at that time where we wanna place them. Nice, we got these guys done. So now we have a total of 5 divisions here ready to drop into German territory whenever we decide to do so. We have to find a good location where we can cut troops off. Just trying to see, and they got a port there. Yeah, just kind of find a place where they could easily like cut some divisions off. We'll probably remain on the defense over there while I focus on getting this area wiped out first. And we'll just let them throw themselves against our fortifications here, which is one more reason to build up higher fortifications, which I think is what we're going to go ahead and start setting up now. Yeah, let's go ahead and start getting level 3s all the way across. Let me just take a look here. Well, I guess we'll do the national focus first. And we're almost done here. I think we might be done, in fact, which means we can then get one of the continuous focuses. I guess we can do this one just to get it done, and then we'll work on getting something here. I mean, this would be super helpful to have. Let's get this first, though, just so I can say, let me make sure there's nothing else, just so I can say that we're completely done with the national focus tree. Yeah, we're not going to use this one. I'm not going to license them. I'm just going to research them ourselves. Let's go and get this, and then after that, we'll go and get a continuous focus, like maybe the one that helps us build the fortifications faster. And yeah, we'll just build fortifications across our territory. Again, just go up to like level 3 across this key area where we don't want them advancing, obviously. And just go up to level 3, and then we'll see what we can do after that. Oh shit! Let's go get this picked, and we're going after the advanced artillery upgrades. All right, so back to land forts. We got level 4s there. Okay, I don't know how we did that. They must have built that as something else. Part of somebody's national focus tree, or something AI did when they were in control of the province, or I did it on accident. So what do we need to get next? I have no idea what that was that I just got. We're in 1944. Okay, so we can go and start working on 1944 techs. I guess we'll get the improved infantry equipment. Anything to kind of help our troops out. Yeah, I suppose that's what we'll do. Also, we want to get the logistic company too. There's a lot of shit we need to get, really. Could go ahead and start getting the modern tanks if we wanted to, and switch the medium tanks over. They're so much better. I'm almost tempted to. God, but that would require us to redo everything, and all those medium tanks we build we wouldn't get to use. Yeah, let's not do that right now, guys. Yeah, I don't think we should do that at this particular moment. We have too much stuff to get. So let's go ahead and go after the... let's do the fighters. We want to win in the air if we can. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do an air one. We haven't gotten any of these yet. Let's get better fighters. And what did we get? Advance onto air. Okay, so we want to go ahead and change these up. So that's what it was that I got. I had no idea. There we go. So change these up. We'll also give them a factory for updating. And let me see if there's anything we can pull from. How are we doing on support? Still pretty short on support. Okay. Motorized is good. These are all things I think I've already pulled on. But medium tank destroyers, I'm noticing, is good. But that's also because I don't think we put those in the division designs. Yeah, I don't think we did that. So yeah, that's what's going on here. So we gotta go ahead and add those here. Organization's high enough where we can pull from, I guess, the mechanized. Go ahead and remove that. And I don't know if we can do... No, we'll have to do it here. Get the medium self-propelled artillery, or in the tanks. We could do it on the tanks too. Let's do it over there. Medium oops, my bad. I want medium tank destroyers. Look at 2 medium tank destroyers here, and then probably pull from, I guess we could pull from the mechanized. I feel like 28 organization is good enough, man. These guys are all about the power, man. That's going to increase the heart attack by quite a bit. Most importantly, piercing is now at 92.7. Armor's up as well. Of course, the defense is going down quite a bit now. Breakthrough even went down a bit as well, unfortunately. Soft attack's going down a little bit. We get more manpower from this, so this is actually good. More infantry equipment. We require less mechanized. Yes, that's good too. I think that this is probably good. Yeah. Is there anything we can do here to kind of tick this up some? No, we don't want to do that. All right, so that's probably solid. Yeah, like this. Let's go and save that. So we can't name them yet because I haven't seen your guys' comments. So they'll have lower organization, but that's okay. That's going to get us manpower now. So we might actually, we'll see how much we have after they pump into our divisions. But we might be able to get some planes going out there. I don't know, we'll see. Get those guys training up. Just kind of keep our eyes on the planes that are training and make sure that we're not training needlessly with anybody. Yeah, and then we have these guys. They only have 30 planes, so it's fine. What we'll do is we'll just take them down to 550. It's not like it really matters anyway. You don't even need 100 in there. All right, get those guys over there in training. And so that's another thing we need to do. We need to have this kind of built out, and I think we are going to go ahead and request their forces because otherwise they're going to keep them all over here. I don't know what the Japanese are doing, but I don't think they're going to declare war on the Russians. I think we're okay, guys. So let's go and request their forces just so I can put them over there, and then we can also train them by doing this. Just take all their forces. And so we need probably to train them all up. Yeah, they're all garbage. And they're going to have them all over the lands here. Let's just train them all up. And some of them we're going to want to do something else with. Alright, so we'll get all these guys trained up here. Now, but yeah, like these garrison ones, like those are the ones I'd probably throw over there on that other front. Oh, we still have some divisions somewhere. Oh, we got one up here. That's not necessary. I guess it's one of their few ports. They're like, don't take my division away. All right, so let's put these guys into the trained army, and looks like we still a few that I missed. Here we go. Oh, nope, somebody else. All right, so we'll get all these guys, all these Russian troops training up, and then as they're finished, we'll throw them onto our fronts that we're building here. We should probably get them a planning bonus. Yeah, let's do that while we're sitting here not doing anything. Let's give them a planning bonus. All right, so we currently have only 3 of their divisions right now. Oh, wait a minute. I messed something up, didn't I? There we go. Yeah, thought we didn't. I was like, man, we had 3 divisions. All right, so yeah, just a lot of training, guys. There's a lot of training we got to do. I think we are good on manpower now. So we could probably go ahead and get some air wings. Of course, you know, air wings are kind of expensive on the manpower too. So that's something to consider. Yeah, it is actually still ticking down. We could probably do like 1 small air wing or something like that, just to get them out there of like some more close air support, because I don't think we have very much close air support. In fact, we should probably put them over here because this is where we want to push. God, I hate that they're putting planes here, man. It is their territory, so I guess it's fitting, but yeah, I don't want them there, man. We'll put them here. We should probably build up the air bases over here. I just realized that we don't have any air bases, so that'll be something we're gonna do here in a minute. Let's go and put, how much is that? That's 4,000 manpower. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get much. Let's get those guys trained up, and then let's go and get some air bases in any area where we need them. Hey, damn, look at these fortifications, man. We already got a lot of them constructed. It's sexy, man. Let's do here. Just like level 4 will probably be good. Make sure we have plenty of room all across here. Like maybe you might want to build up right there. Get that a little bit larger. All right, that looks good. Okay. So yeah, fortifications, man. We are building forts very rapidly. And imagine how faster we'll build once we get that continuous focus. And now given they get more expensive. Oh, we never finished going across. That's what the problem was. I was like, oh man, look at how quickly I built all those forts, because we didn't. I got distracted and we didn't get them into this line here. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. We could also build even further out if we wanted to. I don't know if we'll need them or not. I'm hoping, I mean, the goal here is to, you know, make an advance. So I don't want to build across there. I guess we do want to protect Kiev, but I'd prefer the line to be here if we did get pushed back. Yeah, we'd just push the line there. So we'd want like some forts there just in case. Alright, so we got synthetic oil experiments, and that's going to lead us to the rubber processing that we desperately need to get. We got the advanced artillery upgrade, so that means we are done here. And so we can go and start working on the support companies. So let's do the logistic companies. That'll be useful. Hog up less supply in certain areas. All right, and any troops? I don't know if these guys are any good. Yeah, they're decent. They're good enough. Let's take them all, put them on that front. That'll get us up to 8 divisions. Okay, total of 29 divisions here training. And we did finish up the national focus, which means we're done there. So as far as continuous focus is, obviously we could build more planes faster if we wanted to. We already have a huge stockpile of planes that we can't even get out there because of lack of manpower. Let me see what other things we could do. Construction repair. You know what? This is the best one, so that we can build the fortifications 20% faster. Good God, that's going to make it a lot faster. Yeah, that's going to be helpful, guys. We should be able to get these forts built much, much quicker at this point. Production cost shouldn't be too bad. Or production time, I mean. Alright, so we have the hope that the Japanese don't declare war on the Russians because we aren't protecting any of this territory. So that's going to be a problem. Where is their capital now? I remember it was over here. I'm not seeing it. Okay, it's over here now. Got it. We got the fighters. Let's go ahead and get the close air support now. We do have that research bonus for those. And let's go ahead and also, if we do not have enough air experience, so we'll just get these going out there. It does require more rubber, of course. We are trading for tungsten we don't need to trade for, so let's go and pull that back a bit. Get some of those factories back. And speaking of factories, we got military factories. All right, so I changed a few things up, guys. Pulled some random stuff. Put a little bit more into support equipment since we are short on that. Mechanized, we actually have met our goals here, so pull back on that. Just kind of trying to rebalance some things and hoping that all these rebalancing does result in us having more, or less requirements for steel. And of course rubber, which we have our issues with here. So let's stop trading for any of the where we're really getting ripped off here. So like the 3s and the 2s, although the Belgians actually have a bit more now. Let's go ahead and switch that up. And yeah, I'll trade with less than from the French. Still high on rubber a little bit, so we can go ahead and pull back from like Liberia here. All right, that looks good. All right, so we got some of our factories back. We got a lot of civilian factories, especially for Romania here, and just getting these forts all done. And I think we'll be able to do. We could just probably let them exhaust themselves because you're seeing they have a lot more troops now on these fronts. So I am a little bit worried about not having, because before it was only 1 division on each front, so I was like, oh, it's not a problem. But yeah, now they have like many divisions on each front, so this wide ash front is not going to work, man. I know our divisions are decent, or pretty good actually, probably better than their divisions, but yeah, 1 division isn't going to beat 10 divisions regardless how much better it is. So this is the problem. We're going to need fortifications, guys. So that's unfortunate because, yeah, we're going to need to build a lot more forts, but luckily we're building them quite quickly, and I almost want to just go and build all the way across now because, I wasn't expecting, I think we are going to go ahead and just build all the way across. I wasn't expecting to be able to build them so quick. There's no point on getting military factories because we can't even, and we just can't keep the resources for them. We're actually stacked on resources. Manpower is our issue right now. So I think building a massive line of fortifications while we finish getting ready is what we're going to do. We'll just rely on forts. What else can you do, man? I'm going to just build it all the way across the Yellow Army's front. Because remember, the Yellow Army's using the 20-width division, so I'm a little bit worried about them too, man. Now, we might have to fall back, maybe, to more defensible territory. We need to join the Allies. I'd love to have joined them already, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to. Because of the fact that we have increased world tension quite a bit ourselves. So we are now finally done with the army doctrine. Good God, that took forever. So we can start working on air doctrines or something. Maybe we'll finish up the planes first and then we'll do the air doctrines. We could start working on it now if there's nothing else to get. But I want to say we still have quite a few things we need. Yeah, we still have several things. The new mechanized equipment, I guess, is what we'll start with here. And then let's go ahead and get these factories assigned. And again, I just don't know what to put them into. Trying to do stuff that doesn't require as much resources, or resources that we have a lot of, like the aluminum. We got the medium tanks done finally. Awesome. So now we can go in and create our little army here. We now have too many armies, so we're gonna need to get like another field marshal here. So yeah, that's what we'll have to do. Let me see how the best way to do this is. So we can put these guys here. I know that they're not Russians, but whatever. The Bulgarians will be under the same general, or under the same field marshal. So let's go and add a field marshal here. And we have a field marshal, so we don't need to get one for this army. Let's do organization first. And I guess we'll go ahead and get something picked here as well. So we're already going down this route. And let's see what else we have. I guess we can get better radar. Let's get the better radar. That'll help our Air Force. I feel pretty confident about our Air Force. I think our Air Force should be able to do pretty good against the Axis Air Force. Once we're able to put them out there, of course, which we can't do until we change up our manpower laws. We could build like one or two more air wings, though, out there. And I think that's what we'll do. We'll also kind of dip around and see who's done training. So we're not training them needlessly, though. Of course, they are earning us experience and stuff, but it's going to just stop anybody who doesn't need to train. And yeah, don't need to train these guys. I don't know if I messed anybody up here. So yeah, they're all done training, with the exception of these guys. Okay, so we built the new air wing here, and let's go ahead and take these guys. We'll wait until they finish training, then we'll move them over here. Let's go ahead and get some more fighters and close air support over here. And again, that's going to be all of our manpower, but it's okay. And get them trained up. Okay. Let's see if, oh yes, that's right. I was doing something over here. I completely forgot about this. Let's go and get this finished up. So we want to add, we can get a bunch of generals, I suppose, and get these guys in charge of, somebody in charge of them. Specifically the medium tank division I'd like to have somebody in charge of. So I guess he'll just have to get trained. He'll be a new general. He'll get trained. I don't want to take it from any of these divisions that have, or any of these armies that have so many divisions, man. Because yeah, there's not going to be as many medium tanks. And I guess we'll go and place them over here now. Yeah, we'll go and get them placed because I'm going to try and use them right here to break through the forest here. Yeah, obviously the medium tanks don't do as well in the forest, so we could attack right there if need be. They don't have any supply. They have some serious supply problems. So it should be pretty easy to do. But then we'll use the medium tanks here, and maybe we'll use them somewhere else after that. And I'm going to place one medium tank division into the blue army since they're short. So it's going to be 9 divisions in this little army for right now. All right, so let's get those guys added. Make sure everybody's fully trained up too. Everybody's looking good. Some of them are got a little bit extra experience. We have military factories. I'm guessing we're getting these from the Russians. I don't know where else we could be getting them from. So yeah, I got factories assigned to these to update. So we get all these anti-tanks and anti-air upgraded. There's really not anything that we need right now. So there's nothing to get, unfortunately. So we're just going to put into infantry equipment to get these upgraded. I know that they require steel, of course, but that's fine. We'll just trade. It's not like we don't have civilian factories for trading. Alright, so keep our eyes on all these guys training up here so we can get them on the fronts, and that's just what we're waiting on right now, man. Building forts and getting troops trained. And of course, you know, getting more planes out there as we can. And yeah, we'll just build up fortifications really high, and then we're going to have to rely on that because the front is so goddamn large, man. We'll have to rely on large fortifications. Nothing else to do about it, man. And so we'll probably want to go up to level 3 all along this area next. So let's go and start on that so I don't have to worry about it. These fucking factories, man. We got so many of them. Nothing to do with them. So yeah, we'll just keep on upgrading infantry equipment. You know what? Just so I don't have to mess with this, they'll all go in infantry equipment from here on out. Alright, so let's go and continue getting these forts built. I'm not as worried about the forts here. We don't have anybody there, right? Okay, just wanted to make sure that didn't touch tips there. Alright, yeah, just get all the forts built, man. We're building forts really, really quickly. With all those modifiers we have. We'll get those guys signed here in a minute. And yeah, we'll just go up to, well, have to let them finish before we do that. So let's go and get these guys signed. See if we have any troops done. We do. We got 2 of them. All right, 3, excuse me, and get them placed under that front. Okay, we need to get generals for these guys as well. I suppose we'll go ahead and get those now. Might as well. Just have to get new commanders. And, oh, wait a minute. He might have... This is what we'll do. Oh, no. Pearl Harbor has fallen. What? I have to take a look at that, guys. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get the best one. If he has any... You know, if these guys have any stats here. Yeah, Panzer leaders. So, yeah, we want to get the Panzer leaders. I don't think this guy has the Panzer leader. So, let's go ahead and get... we're going to do Henrik. Yeah, because Arthur didn't have Panzer leader. So, we'll take the other Panzer leader and put him here. And then, because the Bulgarians don't have any Panzers. They don't have any tanks. And put Arthur. Is that his name? His name's Arthur, isn't it? Not Arthur. Yeah, it's Arthur. Okay. And unfulfilled import request. Of course it's rubber. What else could it be? I'm surprised they even had any rubber to give us. Looks like Brazil's also got some issues. Oh, this is because of, okay, I see. Alright, well at least the rubber has been dealt with. And we got that tech, right? That gives us... We can go ahead and start, whether we have it or not, we can go ahead and start building some. I know we're currently working on other things, but... yeah, we want to get the rubber here with the synthetic refineries. I know they don't do much right now, but eventually they will. And we're going to build in any locations where we have 100%. We got 70% there. I thought we had better infrastructure throughout this region. Apparently not. All right, so yeah, we're just going to build in like the core region here since we don't want to give the rubber up to anybody if they push forward. So yeah, just get some synthetic refineries throughout our territory here. And is there anywhere else in the core territory and that we're not going to lose? We're going to build here. Alright, so obviously we're building forts first, so it's going to take a while before we get those. Each one's only going to give us 1 rubber initially, so not much. Not going to solve our rubber problems, but we're going to continue going down that tech branch. Where are we at here? About to get this in 10 days, and that'll give us 2 rubber. And then we'll be able to get 3, 4, and 5 rubber per refinery. So it'll fix some of the issues. So we did get close air support, and I'm going to go ahead and, I mean, we could go for the naval bombers now, so that we'd have naval bombers, but I don't know how useful that would be. But you know what, we're going to do it, I guess. No. Let's go down air doctrines. Yeah, we can always use the close air support for bombing, you know, any convoys if we have to. So we're going to go with battlefield support, and let's go ahead and start this first one here. We are way behind, I'm sure, so we're going to have that problem. When it comes to fighting the Germans. So let's go and get the new close air support out there. And could get another air wing going as well. I think, yeah, we got these guys here training. I want to say everybody else is done training, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are all done training. Let's go ahead and put some planes here. Oops. We'll just do, I guess we'll do the close air support here. I don't know what all we have everywhere, but... Alright, get these guys trained up. We could soon be able to get another fighter wing as well. Get one over there. We got the logistic companies, so that's going to help. But you know what? I don't think we're going to go for the... Well, yeah, we need them for the medium tanks. That's right. I think medium tanks have logistic companies. I didn't actually take a look at that. They should, though. We definitely want them. Yeah, they got logistic companies, so we're going to want to use that. We got the rubber processing. Let's go and continue down. Get the improved rubber processing now. And how are we doing on resources? Lacking on steel, of course. It's always the goddamn steel. So let's go and trade. We'll trade with the Americans again. And see if anybody's done training. Awesome. These guys are all done training. Beautiful. So let's go and put them onto that front now. And we'll just have to take a look and see if that affects supply at all. We'll have to keep our eyes on it. And then we have these guys done training too. And I'm noticing that those divisions there are done, and those are the ones I was saying we might need to do something else with. Yeah, because I don't know how their design is. I'm just guessing based on the fact that they're considered reserve divisions. They're crappy, yeah. So we want to take these guys and then throw them into this army here. And in order to keep them coming over here, I don't know if they can travel that far, actually. They might have to, they could go by ship. Yeah, they'll go by ship. And we'll just have them we'll just give them a garrison orders so they all come over here. And again, it's only to lower resistance. And so we're gonna want them like kind of close to here, but not affecting supply. So like in Stalingrad, perhaps. That shouldn't cause too many issues with supply. Let me just take a look. Yeah, we're pretty much good on supply there. So yeah, we'll just have them all go over there. Although they didn't go. Interesting. Why are you not going? Oh, because there's no... Okay, it doesn't work. Because we have an attempt to lower resistance. Okay, that makes sense. There's no resistance there, so they don't have to go there. So we'll get them going over there, and hopefully this guy should... Yeah, he should take the ports over there. Alright, we got another division done. Let's go and put them over here. I don't know that we'll pull the Russians in just yet. We'll have to see how well we get the lines stacked. As of right now, it would not be a good idea to pull the Russians in. Yeah, they can't even cover their current front. So we'd want to wait until the front was decreased. So basically, once we wiped out the Germans down here, then the front is only right here, which the Russians absolutely can cover. We almost have a full army filled out, so that's good. Let's go and place these guys into here. Alright, these guys are ready to go as well. Okay. So yeah, we almost have all the troops trained up, guys. And that's what we were waiting on. We were just waiting to get these troops trained. And of course, you know, we're taking advantage of that time to build more fortifications, which are always helpful. Let's go and see how we're doing on supply. It looks like we're pretty good still, so let's go and put these guys over here, and we'll see how it ends up going. And we might need to, yeah, not pull in the Russians, so I think we aren't going to defend this right here, though it doesn't really help us that much. But we're going to go ahead and do this just so that we have a better chance of pushing forward here. So we're not going to pull the Russians, or we're not going to pull the Russians into the war, and just use our troops here, the Bulgarians, to push forward here. Doesn't help with like the Yellow Army. Let me just see how the Yellow Army's doing, seeing if every province is covered, and it's not. We have one open province, so we need to decrease the Yellow Army's front, increase the Red Army, because Red Army actually does have extra divisions. And we see if the Blue Army has any. They do, but we want plenty of Blue Army troops here, so I'm okay with it being stacked up a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, guys. We're gonna need to really rely. And we're going to keep building up radar stations. Really rely on fortifications, man. I almost want to go ahead and start just building civilian factories, man. So we can build quicker. So we got another military factory. Let's go ahead and get this placed again into something that we don't need, I'm sure. Support equipment. We're still short on support equipment. Okay. I guess we'll keep on pumping into that. We could always trade with the Russians a bit more. Give them some more goodies. I think that's what we'll do. Let's go and modify the Lend-lease. This was supposed to be... once that we gave this to them, but apparently that's not the case. Let's go ahead and just cancel this and redo it. And I think that's what was causing that. I think we were sending support equipment to them. That's what it seemed like. Oh, these guys are... Yeah, they don't need to go in there. They're already trained up. Interesting. Alright, these guys are almost all done training. Lovely. So let's put these guys here as well, and that means that we will now have enough for the full army here, so we can create an additional army. So let's make sure that the tanks end up. We'll take one, put them in there, and then the other two will be some infantry divisions. And then with the rest of them, we'll now create a new. God, How did I miss that guy? I'm terrible at this. Let's go ahead and take the rest of these and create an additional army. Bring them on down here. All right, and these guys will be covering. Let's see how this looks here. We are kind of stacked up now, so let's go ahead and widen this a bit. All the way across their territory, perhaps. Maybe not all of it. Again, I don't even know if we're going to bring them in. We might not. Bring that down some, bring this down some, and then create a... Well, we need a new commander here. He's cautious. Okay. And then we're going to just create a secondary line across here. Obviously, there's only 4 divisions here, so they won't be able to cover all this, but hopefully... They eventually will get a large enough army to take care of it. As the, yeah, we actually just finished up a bunch. Alright, man, so really, I guess we're just building forts at this point. And of course, getting the rubber situation dealt with. Man, these take forever to build, don't they? Yeah, they do. So, we're building a lot of them. Let's see here. Oh, I can't seem to tick down here at all. Yeah, we're just building those right now. That's it. Those do take looks like a long time to build. So maybe I should get the fortifications built first, so that we can go to war here, man. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. Let's get these guys training up. But yeah, right now I guess we're just waiting on forts, man, because I don't know if we'll be able to hold this without high level forts. I think we got level 3s almost all the way across. Let's go ahead and get going across here. Looks like we had one there. And just this line here, guys. I'm not going to build on this one because I feel like we have enough troops over there to get her done. And then we'll just go ahead and tick down the ones that aren't built yet. Get these forts finished up first so that we have those level 3 fortifications all the way across. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just do level 5s, and then that will be the line, guys. I think level 5 fortifications can hopefully hold it. I don't know, man. They have so many troops. And we can't go in the allies, which is I was hoping that we'd be able to pull the allies in. And then they would, we'd join the allies first. And then let them come into our country and come help defend our borders. And then after that, we would declare war on Germany. Oh, no, don't need it there. God damn it. I said we don't need it there. Alright, so get all these level 5s constructed. I don't know if we'll go level 5s all the way across. Yeah, I'm not, probably maybe not the Yellow Army. I don't really care if we lose that territory over there briefly. If we lose some of it anyways. As long as they remain cut off, we'll be able to send some divisions over. So we did get a bunch of research finished. Let's go ahead and get the next rubber one. Obviously, we're going to need to get all of those. Got the logistic company as well. And I think that means, yeah, we're done here. Okay, we could go ahead and get the recon company next. Yeah, let's go and do that. Does help a little bit. And get these guys put in here. Alright, so yeah, it kind of sucks, man. We're just, and New Zealand has capitulated. Yeah, the world is burning right now. The Japanese are conquering everything. The Allies obviously can't do anything against. I mean, they're able to hold Northern Ireland here for right now. They've been holding it for a while. All their naval invasions have been completely unsuccessful. I'd love to see how casualties are looking. I'd love to see how the Germans are doing on manpower. They've got to be hurting, right? Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess they have all that territory. They're on all adult serve. They have a lot of manpower, but they'll lose a lot of that, I think, once we take that territory. What's the decision that we have available here? War propaganda. Okay. Just taking a look at our current support. We're at 43%. I should have been getting notified of this every time. So let's actually go ahead and check mark it that we want to be notified of these. And then keep on doing these. So we can try and get more support, since we are only at 43% non-aligned support right now. Remember, democracy is ticking up as well. So yeah, this is just going to be, yeah, another full episode here of us just building up, man. But man, the Russians are producing a lot of stuff, and I meant to give them more equipment, and I forgot. So let's go ahead and give them some more stuff, so that we can keep on making use of their manpower. They currently have 1.34 million manpower. What we might do if we get the whole line covered is I'll put divisions onto this front as well. So that'd be an option, but obviously we gotta get the line covered, which is not covered at this moment. So we'll have to do that first. Let's go ahead and send them some more equipment. Lend-lease some goodies. Yeah, we'll give them. And I wanted this to be a one-time. I thought we had it one time, but apparently not. It said monthly. Maybe I just messed it up. So we're gonna do some infantry equipment. We're gonna do a bit of motorized too. And let's see what else we want to give them. Could give them some more old-ass infantry equipment. Give them like all of the infantry equipment, I guess, that we have here. That'll be one time. And do we have enough guns? Yeah, we have enough guns. We'll give them some artillery too. Once again, one time here. And what else could we give them? I think that's probably, we can give them some mechanized. We're stacked on that apparently. Give them some mechanized one time. All right, yeah, that looks good. So let's go ahead and send all that to them. I don't think there's anything else. We could have given some light tanks, I suppose. I don't know if they having any issues with light tanks, or if they're even building them. I don't think they are. Let's give them some light tanks. We'll give them like, I guess 1,000. Why not? 1,000 light tanks, and again, one time. All right, so that looks good. Send that to them. And we'll see how they're looking. They should be, yeah, they're pretty low now, but look at that, man. 621 from exporting from them. Yeah, and that's why I don't usually do it, guys. Bulgaria, I forgot we were still building in there. Probably not going to get them annexed in time before the war starts. So look at this, we got a German division just sitting here. Huh. We'll have to send one guy over there real quick just to destroy him. Get a guy going over there. We have more divisions, and they must be running out of equipment. They're building a lot of shitty cav divisions. I imagine they're having equipment issues at this point. Alright, and it's going to take a long time for those divisions to get over to these guys, the ones that are taking the convoys. Losing my voice over here, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and end the episode, but before we do, we'll go ahead and get more planes going out there. Make sure that we don't have anybody that's training needlessly. Doesn't look like it over here. I know that we have plenty of divisions over here that are training, so let's go ahead and take them off of it. And then assign some more planes. So I'm going to do here first, since this is where we want to get the wind to shorten up the front. And so we'll get some close air support as well. And get these guys trained up. Alright, every time we get a little bit, like 4,000 manpower, we'll put the planes out there. And we'll go to November 1st here. That'll be 1 year for this episode. And let's do... we got to get those guys in there. Let's get the improved infantry equipment. And let's get the better mechanized out there. Oh man, that requires so much more steel. The rubber situation is getting better. So that's good. So we can actually like stop trading for, you know, giving so many of our civilian factories away for shitty deals. And I feel like that's plenty enough, man. Trading with the... we just have to trade with the Americans for the steel problems. Because yeah, it's ticking up autonomy so quick. And I know we're getting a lot from equipment that we're sending them, but it's just something to consider. Alright, so we should have sent this all to them. Still doing delivery here. And that should allow them to build a lot more divisions as we send them all this equipment. Could also give them some, I think we have medium tanks, don't we? Could always give them medium tanks too. I think they are building those. Let's see what we want to do here. I think we're going to give them some medium tanks. So we got another factory to get assigned. I guess we can just go into the mechanized equipment. I know that requires rubber and stuff, but rubber situation's getting better, guys, as we've built, as we kind of completed some of these here. And then we're going to also just go and tick a couple of these. So we'll just build a couple at a time, I think, so that all of our factories aren't going in towards building those, since obviously we want to get these damn fortifications built, man. So yeah, this is... It kind of sucks that there's such a lull in it here, but that's what we're stuck doing, just building up factories right now. And during that time, we're also getting Russian troops trained and put up onto the borders here, so that we can pull the Russians in. Because as long as they're, as long as it looks like this here with so many open provinces, we're just not going to be able to cover it all. It does seem like they haven't put as many German troops as I'd like in here. They're taking attrition all throughout this territory. It's pretty high in some areas as well. So that's got to be costing them equipment and manpower quite a bit. Let's just take a look at the current war, how things are going for them, because we haven't looked at this yet, and just see how many casualties they've taken. So currently, the Axis has taken 9 million casualties, while the Allies have taken 16 million. Good God. The Americans have done 5.47. They've taken 5.47 million casualties, most of that to Japan. That is insane. UK, 4.97 million, which is even more significant compared to the fact that they don't have as much manpower as Americans do. Yeah, this is so bad, man. Mexico already 663,000 casualties. Yeah, just really hefty, guys. British Raj took 1.44 million. Free France, 1.09 million. But yeah, look at most of this is the Germans. They're like over a third of it. Italians, 1.65 million. Japanese, 2.9. Let's just go and dip around the world and take a look at the manpower situation. They've got to be hurting. All adult serve here. Got 2 million manpower though. United States, service by requirement, about 3 point something million. Of course, the Germans have so much territory that they've taken, especially from the Russians. That gives it a lot of manpower. The Japanese probably aren't hurting on manpower either. No. I mean, they are on all serve, though, so you'd think that equipment would eventually start becoming a problem for many of these countries here, guys. We'll take a look at the Italians. The Italians don't have all the manpower, or all the locations. They're on all serve, and they still have a lot of manpower. All right, so manpower is not going to be getting burned, unfortunately. It's going to be a tough fight, guys. I think it's going to be really, really tough to hold this territory. So that's why we're going to need those fortifications, guys. We'll have to have the fortifications pretty high all the way across. I'm thinking at least level 5 all the way across, which is what we have going right now. Maybe we should go higher, though. I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion, because I don't think we could hold our territory right now. Again, I don't really care if they take some of this. I mean, we're connected here, so even if they cut us off here, I mean, it's not a problem. I don't really care if they push us. The point here is that we can't let them... We just have to cut them off here, so that all these troops are cut off, so we can wipe this out. Then the Russians only have this small... I mean, it's still wide, obviously, but I mean, for Russia, it's a small front here to cover. And then the Russians can come help us out in our own territory. We'll be connected with them, and they can come help us out. And then we'll have to go all the way across through the port and stuff, which is obviously time-consuming. So yeah, I think once we've done this, this shortens the front quite a bit. And it will be across this way here now, so you don't have to worry about that. So that frees up the Bulgarian divisions, and as I said, we can start using the Russian ones on our front as well. So that'll be a lot better, but the point is we have to hold out all along this front against, you know, much larger odds in some of these areas, especially right there. Good God, that's the worst. The Blue Army looks like they're in the worst situation. I think we should probably send, shorten up their front a bit. Just looking at this, yeah, we might need to shorten the front a little bit. We can shorten it by, I'm seeing 2 provinces that have extra divisions. So we could shorten it by 1. Like so. And that'll kind of help a little bit, but man, yeah, it's not looking good. So I think we're going to have to rely on fortifications where 1 division can defend the provinces. So at least level 5, if not level 6, all throughout the red and blue armies, borders. It's going to be a tough fight, guys. It should be pretty fun, though. I'm glad that we did decide to go to war with the Axis. I think the Allies are a joke right now. I don't think it would have been much fun, frankly. They're so weak. The British and even the Americans, I think, are on the verge of defeat. Obviously, they can't be defeated because of their, because of their navy. It's protecting them right now. But I mean, if you were to have a player using naval bombers or even close air support to do naval bombing, and you destroyed that fleet, which isn't that hard to do. We've done it in many campaigns before. It takes like a year, and then you sink all their fleet, and then your small little navy can dominate the seas, and then it's over. Then it's just a matter of launching the invasions and wrapping them up. So I don't think it would have been as fun. I think like this is going to be challenging, man. Germany is powerful. Very powerful. So this should be pretty fun, guys. I'm looking forward to it. So we have to build another air wing. Every time we get 4,000, we'll build the air wings out, since we do have so many goddamn planes, but no manpower to staff them. We could also be using manpower to build more troops. Maybe I should be doing that instead of planes. I don't know. Maybe we should be getting another thing of trying to get another army here. Maybe I should be doing that instead of building the planes up. Planes are incredibly impactful, though, but can we control the skies? That's the question. They have a massive air force, so we might not be able to control the skies, but I'd like to challenge them, so I don't know. Let me know your guys' opinion. Should I be using all the manpower for planes, or should I start building some units up, since we can always do the planes as soon as the war starts and we change up our conscription laws? Maybe I should be doing that, guys. Building out troops. And just getting like Iron Guard divisions to cover the front. I think that might be for the best. It's 18,000 manpower per division, though, so it's pretty expensive. So that is an option to try and get more units. I feel like the planes make more of an impact, but again, we can always change the conscription laws as soon as the war starts and then build the air wings out. They won't be experienced, but that's fine. While divisions, you can't do that, obviously. We build the troops out, and then you're just sitting. They're not trained up. They're not ready to go. So it might make more sense to do divisions first. I'd say we're gonna have to build forts for another episode, though. I don't know. Again, let me know your opinion. I don't want to bore people. I'll go to war now if, obviously once we get the level 5 forts all the way across, instead of going up to level 6, if you guys want. It's just gonna be a tougher fight, I suppose. I think we can win, though. I feel good about it, man. I feel like we got this. I think the Allies will probably ask us to join, and even if they don't, we can at the very least give them access to our territory, and then they'll come help defend it. And this will give them a front to actually fight the Germans on, because right now it's just them failing naval invasion after naval invasion, though they have had some success here, so that's good to see. But for the most part, it's just them failing one naval invasion after the other. So that's what why they're losing so many casualties right now. So I think we could kind of tip the scales into the Allies' favor with us joining the conflict. So we'll see. But again, I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I hope to see you on that next one. And thanks for watching, guys.